conclusion, our project would like to talk about a proposed slope-wise and low-density resident development to Kutong South Comprehensive Development Area. I would like to talk about the background and site information. For the background, this project will locate at Kutong South next to Yuen River in Shanshui. The application site is around 20,000 meters square, and the development site is around 17,000 meters square. And it will be defined as the comprehensive development and the house development area. The total force area of the domestic it should be no more than 7,000 meters square, and there are around 350 for the non-domestic area such as the clubhouse, and the port ratio should be less than 0.4. The open space for the public, for the parking should be around 100 meters square, and there are totally 34 blocks of 3 stories residence house. There will be 66 of resident cars parking space, 2 resident cars parking space, and 2 loading and unloading space. For the site condition, near the site there are the slope feature. For the slope feature, the materials is soil geotechnical. For the maximum height is 3 meters. Length will be 91 meters. The FH angle should be 35 degrees, and the location is along the southeastern side of the site. From the site photo, we found that there are single carrying range with 2 lanes, and when during the construction, there will make some trouble to the user of the road. And also, we find that there are lots of trees and plants. Therefore, we need to make some noise barrier, and temperature block should be this. Now we will talk about the impact on the engineering issue. For the social aspect, we found that in Hong Kong, the population density is high, the demand and the price for the housing is high. And also, the size of the family section reduce and make the number of the family unit to be increased. For the people's consumption psychology, they want their house to be more economic, practical, comfortable, and convincing. But for the project, the constructor should be better control the impact on the surrounding environment. The locals in Hong Kong, they feel the land price is too high, but for the middle class, they can buy their house, but they need to fight for the whole day to earn the money. Therefore, there are large gap between the rich and poor in Hong Kong. For the health and safety, the contractor should be set up the safety management, including the safety training for the special activity, safety management training, green card and silver card, confined space certain worker, training recording. For the environment, the excavation in the construction site is this. We may use several methods for the construction. One will be the open excavation, but it will be limited due to the site of boundary. For the ship piling component support with wrecking shake and railing and ground anchor, it may take more time for the construction. For the lateral support, it may cause the noise pollution, air pollution, water pollution, and traffic jam. Therefore, the construction should be the relocation measure is this for the monitoring.
Next, I will talk about the environmental and task area. During the construction days, it is very significant to be the air pollution and noise pollution will be caused to the public. According to the initial design of this development, the proposed ground level will be higher than the existing ground level. So the soil will be excavated from ground and will need to fill and compact it for the site formation work in the future. There will be no more room for the site for soil storage purpose during the construction, and therefore all excavated soil will be transmitted to another place to storage. And during to the soil transportation, the delivery truck truck may bring dust and fragments to the handheld road, which may cause to complaint by the public and fine for the Environmental Protection Department. So the main pollutant for the air pollution will be dust. So dust control mitigation measures should be carried out in our project. For the mitigation measure will be can be controlled by building a re-washing system. All the trucks that getting out from the site will need to drive through the washing pool, and then the worker will use the high pressure water hose to clean the truck before it goes to the road. For another dust control measure, we can provide that canister cover to the dusty material that's stored at the site. Another pollution problem will be noise, and because noise will be produced during the construction, so it is recommended to be carry out the mitigation measure to reduce the noise level produced during the construction. The measure will be including install a shock reduction fabric around the site. Also, we can choose to install the temporary construction noise barrier around the site. Next, I will talk about the geotechnical task area of the site. In order to clarify the geology condition of our site, that study will carry out. The results show that the geology comprises of terrace alluvium, and then there are no known infrared fault around the site. According to the existing GI record, the soil stratum of the proposed site are including field, alluvium, colluvium, completely to slightly decomposed across ash metatarsite. We can see that all the material are sandy material in the nature. For other precise practice for design purpose, it is recommended to carry out the ground investigation by boring test. A vertical borehole should be sunk into the proposed site to obtain the soil sample. Also, in situ tests should be carried out, such as standard penetration tests, to obtain the soil layer in order to estimate the relative soil density, soil strength for design purpose. Or the vertical borehole at 2 meter interval each sampling. Also, per stormometer or standpipe should be installed to verify the ground water condition. Also, we should carry out the permeability test to verify the permeability parameter of the soil. In order to get the soil strength and other critical design parameter for the foundation works, we should carry out the laboratory tests on the soil sample, including a single-stage or multi-stage triaxial test, determining particle size distribution, or a Pono test to verify the rock causal moment and determine the soil or rock strength for the design purpose. Next, I will pass to Ken to talk about the structural tasks of our project.
I will talk about the structural task, and I will talk about the excavation and metal support method, and the foundation, and the structural design, and the solution trimming plan schedule. Here is the section for our project, and the depth of excavation will be 5 meter deep from the current 1 level. And we will choose to use the open excavation and competent support with the racking structure. The open excavation is the traditional and most common method of pile cap construction. Open excavation is like excavate down to the expected level and exposing the pile, and use the reinforcement steel bar and concrete to cast a pile cap. Usually the compacted soils and backfill will backfill into the ground. Once the sheet piles are driven into the ground, the excavation of the pile caps that located in the center can proceed to the desired level and remain enough soil to support the competent. Before the pile caps are cast, the casting bolt for the racking strut should be fixed into the pile cap reinforcement. After the concrete string is reached the desired string, the installation of racking struts and removal of remaining soil can proceed. And here is the location for the competent support with the racking struts. You can see the blue area is we are proposing to use the concrete. And now I will talk about the foundation. Foundation is considering the proposed development on low-rise building, and the wall head strength is estimated to be around 20 meter to 25 meter below the ground level, and therefore mini power foundation is proposed. The proposed building will be supported by mini power, and power cap thickness will be 2 meter. The proposed mini power are decided to be stocked into the strong walk. The walk socket capacity of mini power was checked against band strength between gout and walk and gout and steel with 6 meter socket length. Will be provided for the power cap in the foundation scheme. The proposed mini powers are decided for support the house for all types of vertical load. The horizontal loads are assumed to be taken by the power caps. And mini power or high power by the use of compact drilling machines. Steel piles are inserted into the ground and gout as pile. By definition, a mini pile is a pile consisting of a steel permanent casting with internal diameter not greater than 300 mm. One or group of reinforcement bars in the middle are pasted as load-bearing element. The gravity in between will be filled with grout so that its rigidity can be improved. The core of the mini pile will usually be socket into the rock to increase its ability to receive the uplift. And here is some structure design for the house. And this is showing the total bare shear load will be 669 kN. And the open turning moment will be 4,032.6 kN. And after the calculation, the total drift will be 0.0015 meter, which is lower than the H over 500. So it's okay for checking. And this is the RC design for the slab. All the slab will be 200 mm thick and using wide 12 steel bar with 125 cm for top and bottom. And the beam we have decided two main beam. One is the 250 times 400 and using 2 wide 20 steel bar for top and bottom. Another is 500 times 600 beams using a 4 wide 40 bar for the top and bottom as the main bar. And here's some filming plan I want to show you. This one is the power cap, basement floor, ground floor, first floor, and roof floor. And I will pass to Lim to talk about the transport.
I will talk about the transportation. Due to the complex traffic situation in the construction area, during the construction process, it is easy to case traffic congestion in the area. In order to determine the traffic impact of construction on the road section quickly and reasonably, the traffic characteristic of construction should be analyzed. In the construction stage, the site access would be founded at the proposed smile point, and it is because this is the permanent access of the estate. It can save the cost of the construction for the repeat opening for the existing road. The access are far away with the labor houses, but the home toll road is the one-lane, two-way road. Our access is closely with the end of the turning. It will easily cause the traffic accident. So we would like to propose to set back the footpath to form a waiting area for the construction vehicle and temporarily divert the person to use the opposite footway, and it can reduce the effect to the labor and more safety, which will have many heavy vehicles in the construction stage. At firstly, the temporary traffic arrangement would be provided for the temporary diversion of person and the site access. All setting up will according to the code of practice for the lighting, siding, and guarding of roadworks and accepted by the transport department and road management officer. For the emergency vehicle access, according to the code of practice for means of access for firefighting and rescue, the EVA should have at least 6 meter width and clear headroom should have 4.5 meter height and formed by hard paved material. All types of EVA signage and crash gate and block plans so that the major facade of the building surface should be provided. If the structure overhead on the EVA access, the EVA plan should show the spare sectional drawing with clear headroom of the structure. For the pavement design, the formation will be fully compacted with 98 degrees, and after the formation, we will using the bitumen for the carriageway pavement. It will lay 235 millimeters of base on the formation and 375 millimeters thick wall base, 65 millimeters base course, and 40 millimeters thick wearing course. And the carriageway slope will form of 1 in 25 slope to guiding the water into the gully, and the double line wall marking number 1001 will be painted to spare two direction line of the EVA access. And our footpath will be used the 60 millimeter paving block and formed 1 in 13 slope. And after our calculation, the storm drain pipe will be using the 300 diameter of UPVC pipe, and the manhole will be using the type D1, and lighting will be proposed at the both sides of the footpath. And I passing to the BoBo to presentation. Thank you.
Let's move on to talk about the water resources task. Water resources are vital to human life, and good water management is really important during construction. Water resources management including planning, development, and allocation and management activities for optimal water use. Although the ultimate purpose of this development project is not to develop water resource, since the water is an indispensable resource in the construction process, water resources management is one of an important part of this project. The project will focus on the method of sewage treatment to make a higher turbid construction site wastewater to meet the discharge standard, to ensure that it will not be affected or delayed during construction. And the treated sewage can be recycled of the different uses, such as a washing system, to have the purpose of reducing water consumption. During the construction, there will be a lot of wastewater from the work of pumping and dewatering, piling work, desilting and degrading, plant, vertical, and washing. And I will talk about a little bit about the dewater bag, which is suggested to use for the drink out work. The bag have been convenient to fit an industry standard roll-on and roll-off skip. And this roll-on roll-off skip, dewatering skip, can be provided as secure and environmentally for the blending. Then I will move on to the implementation schedule. You can see the picture. Over here, we will develop the construction into 3 phases. The first phase will be the blue one, and the second phase will be the green and orange. And the last phase will be one of the building and the swimming pool and clubhouse. Here is our schedule. We are expected to done all the construction work in 9 months, including the back weather foreseen. It is expected to get the application permit in 4 weeks after the application. Here is the construction of the structure schedule. First, we will do the site setup and the site formation, and then we will do the ELS and footing construction. After that, we will do the basement and the 1 floor slab. And 4, we will do the site accuracy. And also for the geotechnical stabilization work, First, we have to propose the soaring system and then control of one movement. After that, the effect of the light bonding, one, and such. The last one is the treatment of the slope feature. And then I will move on to talk about the cost estimation. This table is the latest construction cost in Hong Kong, and after calculations, the total cost with the inflation rate will be almost 350 million in Hong Kong dollars. And that's all is our presentation. Thank you.